Summer has officially begun for most kiddos out there, and there's no better time than to catch up on movies all summer long. So joining me now is producer Charlie with the latest in our cinema corner. Where do we start?
Like you said, summer is here.
Yes.
Officially, unofficially, you know.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
so we got some big ones coming out this summer. But for now, let's talk about what's in theaters right now.
Okay.
We have first up Karate Kid Legends.
Oh.
So this is a PG-13 martial arts drama. I'm sure you could.
One?
They made another one.
Interesting.
Yes. So after relocating to New York City, this follows Kung Fu prodigy Li Fong. He attracts unwanted attention from a local karate champion and embarks on a journey to enter the ultimate karate competition. So this stars Ben Wang as our new Karate Kid,
Sure.
but we have returning Jackie Chan as Mr. Han from the 2000s version, and Ralph Macchio as Daniel LaRusso from the original Karate Kids. The four of them.
One thing about Ralph Macchio, and I'm not hating, but if there is a Karate Kid project, he's going to show up and collect that check.
I mean, why wouldn't you, though?
Why wouldn't
Why
you?
wouldn't you? So joining alongside those three, we also have Joshua Jackson, Sadie Stanley, and Aramis Knight.
Oh.
So following the 2010 remake, which had Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith in it, there was talks of a sequel, and it was announced that there would be a sequel, but by 2018, that was scrapped.
Yeah. Well, they also had that show on Netflix that just
Cobra Kai,
Yeah.
yes. But by September 2022, we got the film announcement for this one, Karate Kid Legends, and this actually takes place 3 years after Cobra Kai.
Interesting.
So
okay.
this brings all 5 films in Cobra Kai into the same universe together.
Okay. It's just like combining all the worlds.
Combining all the worlds, you know, because that's what everybody loves to do these days.
I'm tell you what.
So I will say that before watching this, I was gonna rewatch the Karate Kid movies because it's been a long time since I watched them. But the first one wasn't streaming, like from 1996 or 86 or something like that.
Yeah.
And at that point, I just watched 7 Mission Impossibles, and I was like, I'm kind of done with rewatching movies right now.
Yeah.
So I didn't rewatch them. But the good thing is, you can go into this and not have to know the worlds that have been built already.
Yeah.
You know, yes, they introduce some other characters, but you don't need. If you know the generic story of Karate Kid, you're fine.
Yeah.
If you know who Mr. Miyagi is, you're fine.
Yeah.
You know, it is enjoyable, but it has some issues.
Okay.
It is a very fast-paced.
Oh.
Like boom, 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 boom. Let's just get through this everything.
Okay.
It's way too rushed, and it also feels like there's 2 movies in one.
Okay.
Because the first half-ish, a quarter to half of it, feels like Li Fong trying to teach somebody himself how to do karate for a boxing match, basically, you know, become more agile. But then the latter half is Lee preparing for that karate tournament.
Okay.
So it's like, you should have just kind of maybe spaced those into 2 separate films, or made it a little longer, because it's only an hour-and-a-half film.
Oh, but I'm not mad about that.
Right, no.
Now films are too long.
I agree.
So.
I will say, too, that I think Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio were underused for bringing them back. Like, if you're gonna bring back, especially Ralph, considering he was the original Karate Kid, use them a little bit more.
Okay, I have a potentially controversial question on that note. Do you think sometimes these like bigwigs in the movies will bring in the big names just to draw people to the theater
absolutely.
versus like actually utilizing the way they should?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you draw anything anymore. It's like when some actors and actresses have been like, you know, for casting anymore, they look at your Instagram follower number or, you know, your social media account number because they want to draw based on names more than talent anymore.
Right, yeah.
I mean, Chan and Maggio, they're talented in their own right.
Yeah,
you know,
but
I'm not
I know
talking
what
about
you
them.
mean. Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely, let's get the big name out there.
Yeah.
It's like Marvel bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
It's the name.
Yeah.
You know? So the training sequences in Karate Kid Legends also felt, and even the fights felt kind of quick and short. Like, build it out a little bit more, you know, show us more. I mean, I'm not one for like crazy long ones.
Yeah, but like that classic kind of Karate Kid that we're used to. Like those scenes are so iconic in the film world.
Well, and even the final fight felt like it was done like that, you know? It was more of a montage than anything.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is a little weird.
Okay.
Very short snippets and just random songs that you wouldn't expect. There are some jarring cuts in here too, like where you just go boom. You know, they don't flow very well. But I mean, it's a little noticeable, but also at the same time, some people might not notice.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like I said, you'll be fine not watching all the other world building stuff.
Yeah.
So far, worldwide, it's made 47 million so far, with a budget of 45 million. So it's topped that. We'll see if it actually makes a profit.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of want to double that.
Yeah.
But
It might be okay.
we'll see. It's an enjoyable one.
Yeah, what else you got?
So next up, your favorite, horror. So
Every week.
I didn't have one last week, and you weren't here.
Well, what does that say?
So this is Bring Her Back. This is an R-rated supernatural horror. It follows a sibling duo who uncover a terrifying ritual at a secluded home of their new foster mom.
Oh.
So this stars Billy Barrett, Sora Wong, and Sally Hawkins. This is actually directed by twins Daniel and Michael Filippo. This is actually their second film. And their first film was Talk to Me in 2022.
Okay.
Another horror film.
Of course.
It is very good. I will say that I think it's a little drawn out on some places. But you need that story or else it would have been too short.
Sure.
But at one point I checked the time because I was kind of like, some of it's unnecessary a little bit. But it is a good one.
Yeah.
Gory and gruesome though. There were some parts I had to look away because I was like, ooh, no.
Looking away?
I couldn't do it. When somebody's peeling back the skin on their arm,
Absolutely
I can't
no.
do that.
Tap out, I'm done.
But speaking of that, the practical effects were amazing.
Okay.
Like, the really good practical effects. Stellar cast. Sally Hawkins' performance is just top notch. She plays a grief-stricken mother who just wants to bring her kid back superbly.
Tell you what.
You definitely wouldn't want to be her foster child.
She also never disappoints though, so I'm not that
That is true.
Yeah.
And so Sora Wong, she actually played Piper in this. In an interview, she said she had zero experience in acting, and the only reason she auditioned is because her mother discovered the casting call on Facebook.
Well, God bless social media.
And you know what? I wouldn't have even been able to know that.
Yeah.
When you watch it, I thought she had done stuff before.
That's really interesting.
She is really good.
Yeah.
And her character is blind, and she's actually blind as well. So it just speaks to her talent right there.
Yeah, I love that.
So worldwide, it's made $8 million with a budget of $15 million. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, we have something that we're going to go into the ones that come out this weekend.
Okay.
We have The Phoenician Scheme.
Oh.
This is the new Wes Anderson film. It's PG-13 espionage black comedy.
Oh.
Written as well by Wes Anderson. A wealthy businessman appoints his only daughter, a nun, as the sole heir to his estate. As they embark on a new enterprise, they soon become the target of scheming tycoons, foreign terrorists, and determined assassins.
Okay.
So this stars the talented Benicio del Toro, Neil Tripleton, and Michael Cera. And then here's the supporting cast.
Here we go.
Ready for it? Tom Hanks, Bryan Cranston, Jeffrey Wright, Scarlett Johansson, Benedict Cumberbatch, Bill Murray, William Dafoe, Riz Ahmed, and honestly, so many more.
Yeah, lots of typical names that are associated with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're all great stars
Yeah.
in their own right. Even if they have only a small, minor role in that film,
It makes sense.
they shine, you know? This was a very fun one.
Okay.
I mean, most Wes Anderson, pretty fun for the most part. It definitely hits on family capitalism and religion. And I will say in almost all of Wes's films, I love his use of color. Everything just pops. It's so vibrant. It's so beautiful. I mean, the production design in this film is top tier.
Yeah, that's probably what I would say stands out to most people. It's the color.
The one that I always think of for Wes Anderson is the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yes, yeah.
If you haven't seen that one, it was really good. I watched that back in high school. Probably one of my favorites of his. But I would also say The Phoenician Scheme is also one of my favorites too.
Okay, good to know.
So, like I said, amazing cast. Benicio and Mia, they're great actors. Michael Cera, I feel like he's starting to get be himself more too, instead of that awkward, nerdy kid that he was always cast as. It releases this weekend in the U.S., but in the worldwide so far, it's made $6.8 million.
Oh, wow.
So
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Now moving on, we have more of an smaller indie film.
Okay.
This is called Sunlight.
Okay.
It's a hilariously dark and unconventional love story following two people on the edge of life who find purpose and romance through an unlikely connection, escaping the darkness in search of the sunlight. So this stars Nina Conti and Shanoa Allen. So Nina Conti is a British comedian, if you don't know her. And she actually wrote this with Shanoa, and Nina also directed it as well.
Okay.
So it evolved from Nina's BAFTA-nominated documentary, Her Master's Voice, where that focuses on her relationship with a monkey puppet she's the ventriloquist.
Oh.
So it expands on that, where now she is, instead of just a puppet, it's a whole bodysuit.
Yeah.
And honestly, I really liked the bodysuit
Yeah.
of the monkey in this film. It is fun, but very adult. Very sexual, kind of, you don't want the kids to watch it, honestly.
Not kid-friendly.
It's definitely not for everybody, but it is very good as well.
Okay.
Great performances by both Conti and Allen.
Yeah.
It hits on grief and kind of finding that new love and new life once you meet that right person.
Yeah, I love that.
So this actually debuts in NYC this Friday, and then LA on the 13th.
Oh, wow, okay.
So, and then should be hopefully out for everybody else to see soon after
Big
that.
premiere date's coming.
Yes. So also coming out this weekend with The Phoenician Scheme, we have Ballerina, a new film in the world of John Wick.
Okay.
The Life of Chuck. This is an adaptation from a Stephen King novel.
Okay.
Starring Tom Hiddleston. Dangerous Animals, and I Don't Understand.
Oh, what about streaming?
Then streaming, today we have Presents on Hulu.
Okay.
And then this Thursday on Prime Video has The Accountant 2.
Oh, mercy, The Accountant. Okay, well, as we said, this is the perfect time of year to get caught up on movies. So go watch something on streaming, check out something in theaters, and let us know what you think. Unscripted will be right back.